Okay, here's one of these rare times that I included a copy of this worksheet here that says notes. And the reason I added it there on the Schoology is because that way you don't have to copy all of this stuff, all of the directions and all of these drawings. Usually I just draw them out myself, but here, just to make it easier on both of us, I put that there. I put a copy of this up for you to print out. If you can't print it out, well, just copy it, and you can pause it and rewind it as much as you need to. I'm gonna make two videos. One for this first top part and what we're doing here, and we're gonna learn this. And then the second video, I'll do the second part for this bottom. And they're not going to seem like they're connected, not yet, but you'll see starting the next class that you'll be using both of these, what you're learning here and what you're learning here, to do these problems, these trigonometry problems. Okay, so let's start with this top part. The good thing about this top part, again, these are the notes, right? The good thing about this top part is you're just going to have to use your calculator. You're just going to have to use your calculator to get these values. Now the problem is calculators work differently, believe it or not. The way you enter the keystrokes here to find tangent of 70 on this calculator is actually different than on this other calculator, right? We got sine, cosine, tangent, and this one also has, right? We need a scientific calculator, sine, cosine, tangent, and then we also, I mean, some of you might not have a scientific calculator. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check something. Sine. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. And yeah, interesting. Okay. Some of you may be using maybe your phone, right? Because maybe you don't have a scientific calculator, so you're going to go to your calculator on your phone, and then you should find one of these little keys or do something. Maybe some of you rotate it. Oh, look, it works when I rotate it. Oh, look at that. I didn't know that. Okay, so when I have it like this, and actually when I have it regular upright like this, I mean, all I see is, you know, the simple adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. But I can either, I have some icons here. I can hit this icon here. I can't really tell what it is. But honestly, if you just turn your calculator sideways without touching any buttons, you'll see here that you have, I don't know if you can see this really good. Let me turn off this light. Focus in. Okay, you can see it there. It says sine, cosine, tangent. Okay. So let me see how this one works. Sine, 30. Oh, okay. Okay, equals. All right. Oops, sorry, you can't see that, right? Let me try that again. Sine 30. Okay, the first thing we have to check, and this is the way I check, when I do sine of 30 degrees, it should give you 0.5. 0.5 is like 1/2, right? It's 0.5. It's 1/2, but it just says in decimal it's 0.5. And that's how I check my other calculators here. If you push, oh, gotta turn on my light. If I do, now I'm gonna show you something here. I don't know if you can tell this on the phone, but you guys see these letters right here? It says DEG. DEG. it has to be in DEG, which is short for degrees, because we're working with degrees. There's other units that are called radians, and it'll be like this, RAD. If it says RAD, you're never going to get the correct numbers. It's a different unit. Okay, so if I do sine of 30, oops, this one actually I got to put the 30 first and then hit sine. See, it's not going to give me the 0.5. Remember the answer was 0.5? If your calculator is in RAD like this, in radian mode, you got to find the way to change it. The way to change it to degree mode. And from the experience that I've had with students in the past, they actually just go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and just find out, because calculators work different, how to change, something like how to change my calculator to degree mode. Okay, so again, this calculator, and look, both of them are from the same company. Look, this is Texas Instruments, and this is TI-30XA, and this is also Texas Instruments TI-30X2S. I don't know. Doesn't matter, the brand doesn't matter, but what I'm trying to tell you is usually you should be able to hit just sine, and then you'll see the sign, and then you hit 30 and you hit enter. See, and it's 0.5, and then you can see right there the DEG sign. Okay, that means you're in the correct mode. Your calculator is in the correct mode. If it was in the incorrect mode, let's see, how do I change this to the incorrect mode? I don't even want to mess with it, honestly. Oh, here it is. You see, DRG. I went, if I go here to radian, see, now it changed to RAD, if you see it there. And now if I try sine of 30, it's not going to give me 0.5. Remember that negative 0.98. See, that's wrong. So if you're getting this number like this, you're in radian mode. You got to learn how to change that to degree mode. Back over here to degree, hit enter, and it changed to a DEG. So how do you check? Just do sine of 30 and it should give you 0.5. So if you have the calculator that you put sine first, then you hit the angle, then you hit enter, right? This calculator, look, it doesn't work like that. This one, I don't put sine first. See, like I hit sine and nothing happens. This one, you actually have to put the angle first, 30, and then hit sine. You see the difference? Again, this one, you put sine and then 30, and then you hit enter. This one, you have to put the degree first and then hit the sine button. And on your phone, I don't know how, if the iPhones, this is an Android. On the phone, I noticed that you do put the sine, whichever it is, sine or cosine, but we're just checking sine of 30 first. Sine of 30, it should give you 0.5. Okay, so you got to know how your calculator works, whichever calculator you have, or if you're using your phone, well, make sure you're in degree mode. Right now it says radian right there, but that doesn't mean it's in radian. That actually means if I want to change it to radian, then I push that button. But as long as you're getting, if you punch in sine of 30 and you have 0.5 for the answer, you're good. Okay. So how do we do this? I'm just gonna stick to this one. I'll actually do it on both. So I pretty much just kind of covered it, right? If I want to find tangent of 70, by the way, the calculator only has sine. The calculator only has sine, cosine, and tangent, right? It only has sine, cosine, and tangent. Those are the only ones you're going to use. Oh, actually need. So if I need to find tangent of 70 here, right? All you got to do is put tangent 70 and hit enter. Now we don't want to round off too much, so we need as many and get as close and as precise as possible. So we're going to say tangent of 70, and it says to round to the nearest 10,000ths. So we're just going to leave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.7474. Just leave 4. Copy the 4 numbers after the decimal. I mean, you can copy 5 or more, but we don't want to copy all of those. Okay, let's do the next one. If I were to have to do it on this one, remember this is the one where you got to put the 70 first, the degree first, 70, and then hit the tangent button. See, I'll get the same answer, but the way you punch it in is different. 2.7474. All right, let's finish this one up. All right, so this is going to be easy, just getting these values, and you're going to be either doing sine, cosine, or tangent. Why don't I have any sines here? Oh my God, I didn't put a sine. Okay, let's do cosine. Right here, number 2 is cosine of 46. Again, this calculator is the one where you put the 46 first, and then cosine. Let's see if I get the same. I'm going to write it down. 0.6946. 0.6946. 4 is enough. Let me try it over here. The problem was cosine of 46. Let me clear this. So this is the one where you put the cosine 46. Enter. Okay, we're getting the same. So 4 numbers to the right of the decimal. 6946. 6946. All right, pretty simple, huh? This one, cosine of 5. Well, cosine of 5 is 0.99, 0.99, 619, 619, or, 4 or 5 is fine, okay? They might say 0.9962 just because this 9 rounds this one off, but just leave it at 4 or 5. Okay, last one over here, tangent of 67. Tangent 67. And let me check that with the phone one. That is a 2.3558. You guys see that? 2.3558. And let's try it over here. What was it? Tangent. Tangent of what? 67? 67. And I mean, you can see it really small there, but if you hit equals, there you go. 2.3558. Okay, we don't need to get all of them, but we're going to use like 4 or 5 after the decimal point. Okay, that's it for this first part. Pretty easy, right? Okay, good. The next part's going to be really important. All right,